What's good, YouTube? This is Mr. Purple Zero back with another video, and I wanted to talk with you NBA talk, NBA playoff talk, because the playoffs are right around the corner. So I wanted to get out my picks as to who I see coming out the East and the West. And right now, you know, the best team in the West right now is the Oklahoma City Thunder. My boy Russell Westbrook. Regardless of how much Skip Bayless hates on him and calls him Russell Westbrook, I still ride with the Thunder because, you know, that Durant and Russell Westbrook combination with James Harden off the bench is a pretty brute force, and it's a great combination of scoring right there. Now, and you got Ibaka still hitting mid-range shots, Perkins locking down the paint, and so forth, and Ibaka too, matter of fact, because Ibaka leads the teams in blocks and rebounds, by the way. So Ibaka is key on the offensive side and the defensive side. So out the West, I really do see them going to the Western Conference Finals. And a lot of people don't see that. They see them coming out in the second round, first round. But if you really look at it, as much as you say Westbrook takes too much shots, Westbrook has to take those shots. Like, mind you, he's not the traditional point guard. He's not your Chris Paul. You know, he's not your Ricky Rubio. He's not going to dime all the time. Not like he can't find the person that's open. But to me, he's more of a playmaker slash scorer slash playmaker. I mean, there's times where he can lightly hit somebody off, but he'd rather take up the pull-up shot or go to the basket. And there's times where he would hit somebody off. But to me, I like him being aggressive, and I like him in attack mode at all the times, because that puts so much pressure on the defense. They have to worry about Westbrook getting to the paint, worry about if Westbrook's going to pass it or not, or is he going to go straight ham to the rack. Now, mind you, if he's having an off game, of course things is going to look bad. And if Durant's having an off game, I mean, things are going to go bad. But with Westbrook attacking the paint like that and always in that mind frame of scoring and passing when he has to pass, I'm gonna ride with that combination. So I'm gonna stay with them right there. I mean, you got the Mambas looking good. You got the Lakers. I didn't have them up so high when the season first started. But the way Bynum is playing right now, and I'm not saying Kobe. Kobe's playing outstanding, don't get me wrong. He's scoring about 30 points a game. He's probably going to get the scoring title. But the way Bynum is playing right now, that is a championship team right there. That's the way Bynum's playing. And with the pickup of Ramon Sessions, that was a great, outstanding pickup. You know, they got rid of Fisher. You know, he was old. He was on his way out. And they picked up Ramon Sessions. To me, that was a great pickup. So if I was you, I'd watch the Lakers too. The Lakers are a threat. And you got those underdog teams like the Memphis Grizzlies. And the number 2 seed, I know I'm forgetting, it's the Spurs. Now, the thing about the Spurs is, to me, they're just, I don't know. They're one of those teams that they could be a number 1 seed. They're a good team. But I don't believe in them right now. I just don't have that much faith in them when it comes to playoff time. Especially after the last year. You know, but they did lose Manu Ginobili. But the Grizzlies got him out. But I just don't see them taking it all this year. I just don't see them taking it all. But let me go to the East Coast real quick. Right now, the number 1 seed is the Bulls. And if you're a Bulls fan, I would be really worried right now. Because as a Bulls fan, I like my team. I would like my team because of the way we are. We're killing. You know, we're doing good. We're beating the Heat. We're beating big teams. But at the same time, we're beating teams without D Rose. And that's going to be key when going into the playoffs, because D Rose is your guy. I mean, you're not going to not play him in the playoffs. I mean, that would be foolish to say that you won't play D Rose. But at the same time, you're playing great basketball without him. I mean, they played the Heat yesterday, and they did good. They won in overtime. But D Rose wasn't effective as he should be, because, you know, he's coming off injury and he's trying to get back into the system. But going into the playoffs, if you don't play D Rose and you lose without D Rose, you're going to look back and say we're supposed to play D Rose. But if you play D Rose and things look a little sunny, a little shaken up, then I don't know. That's why the Bulls, I can't really take the Bulls. And now the Heat now, yes, they're losing a lot. They're losing games. They're looking a little shaky. But I have a feeling, but something deep down telling me about the Heat that when it comes to playoff time, they're gonna show up. They're gonna show up. They know they can't lose. They can't lose this year. I mean, I'm not saying they're not gonna lose, but they really can't lose. I mean, everything is right on. LeBron knows that this is the year. D-Wade, Bosh, they know this is the year. Otherwise, it's a bust. They can't go into the next season with the same team and think they're just going to win 50 games and then lose again in the playoffs. It's just not going to work. That team is going to get broken up. Something's going to happen. Chris Bosh might be on the way out. They might ship Wade or LeBron. I mean, I don't know who they're going to ship, but it might happen. So you got to be on the lookout for that. And let me talk about the Knicks, cause I'm a New York guy. I'm a New York home team. So we look at the Knicks right now. The only way I see the Knicks getting out the first round, because it's looking like they're matching up with the Bulls, is if Melo has over 30 a game. I'm talking Melo has to have over 30 points a game, because we're not going to have Jalen. Now, Jalen is not the best guy in the world, obviously, but he's a good point guard. He was somebody that was good. He's somebody that started the run for us. Tyson Chandler's going to be a monster on the defensive end. Amari Stoudemire, I'm not sure if we're going to have him or not, but hopefully when he comes in, he has the right mind frame of playing the right kind of basketball. That's another thing, because he's coming in like in the same kind of D Rose kind of situation, not being playing with the team and coming in to play on the playoffs. So I'm hoping he has the right mindset and he's fully active to play. A team you got to worry about, the Boston Celtics. They're going to be real beastie. They've been playing great basketball. Rajon Rondo has been playing great. He's averaging over 10, 11 assists per game in these last few games that we had here. Paul Pierce has been knocking down shots. Kevin Garnett is looking like the Garnett of the Timberwolves. So if you look at it, this is going to be a real interesting playoffs, and I'm just looking forward to them, and I can't wait to see them around the corner. Let me know your thoughts on who you got going out the East and out the West, and this is Mr. Purple Zero, and I'm a holla.